What is up, guys? Left Burst here, and today, that intro's getting really old. I should probably get a new one. Anyway, today we're going to be giving Beyblade's Pokemon types. Now, I already did a video on this a while back, a few months back, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. This is going to be the second part to that, and of course, a bunch more Beyblades, some more Chozetsubeis got released over the past few months, so I guess I'm going to be giving those guys types. And I remember reading the comment section of the last video and just feeling really hurt because a bunch of people were like, wow, Noah's giving Beyblade's Pokemon types? He must have really ran out of ideas. And to that, I mean, you guys are right. I have no more ideas. Guys, suggest me ideas in the comments below. It's sad. Anyway, so yeah, I got a bunch of Beyblades here. We're just gonna be giving them types. And I just took a bunch of Beyblades. Like the video before, I was like, alright, I already know all the types they have. But this time, I just picked up like a bunch of Beyblades. I smacked them on the table. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna improvise. I'm just gonna make up the types on the screen. So yeah, let's get started. Let's start with Hazard Kirbyus. Now, this is Hazard Kirbyus 7 Atomic. Now, when you look at this thing, you just think green, of course, because it's green like Shrek. So, and when you think of green, you probably think of something like grass. So, I'm guessing it's a grass type. Although Kirbyus, I'm not sure if grass fits a Kirbyus. Kirbyuses, at least in Greek mythology, they're kind of like evil. So, I guess we'll give it the dark type. So, we're gonna say Hazard Kirbyus is going to be actually, I don't know. I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be dark grass, although I'm kind of tempted to give it the steel type just because it has the steel chains. But again, it's a Chozetsu Beyblade, and I don't want to give every single Chozetsu Beyblade the steel type because like then all the Chozetsu Beyblades will just have steel types, and that's just kind of boring. So yeah, I'm gonna say this guy. I'm gonna say it's gonna have to be grass. Yeah, grass dark. Guys, leave in the comment section what you think all these Beyblades types are. Like, if you think I'm wrong, if you think this is gonna be like, I don't know, like Fighting Fairy or something, leave that in the comment section. If you have a better argument, if you have a good argument, then like, whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I think Hazard Kirbyus is going to be dark grass. Actually, it might even be dark fighting. I don't know, dark grass it is. Anyway, moving on to the next one, we have Gaia and Gaia. Now, I don't even know why this one's here. Again, I just picked up a bunch of Beyblades, and this one just happened to be here. So yeah, Gaia and Gaia. Obviously, you can see like the rocks in the background. So I'm gonna say this thing's probably like rock. I think it's just gonna be pure rock. I mean, I know is that some fire in there? Or maybe it's fire if like, since the G is kind of on fire right there, maybe it's like rock fire, kind of giving this like kind of magma, kind of volcanic kind of theme. But honestly, I'm just gonna say it's pure rock for now. So yeah, Gaia and Gaia is probably pure rock. Moving on to the next one. We have Shadow Amaterios Zero Extreme Dash, and the Extreme Dash disc, guys, that's such a crazy disc. I put that on Storm Spriggan, and Storm Spriggan was wrecking havoc. It was crazy. Like, I've never seen Storm Spriggan burst another bay as it has with this Extreme Dash tip. This Extreme Dash tip, it's literally like black magic. It's like crazy. Anyway, so yeah, obviously Shadow Amaterios, it's really dark, really like menacing, really evil, so obviously it's gonna be a fairy type. Like, come on, guys. Alright, so I think it's like a I think it's a pure fairy type. Yeah, pure fairy type works. Alright, moving on to the next one. Let's see how many trigger comments I get in the comment section below because I said that was a fairy type. Anyway, moving on to the next one, we have Archer Hercules. Now, Archer Hercules, to me, it just kind of gives me this kind of ground vibe. Not even rock. It kind of gives me this kind of ground vibe. It kind of reminds me of Donphan from, Pokemon. You know Donphan, that elephant Pokemon? Now, Donphan, that's such a weird Pokemon. Like, when you think of elephant Pokemon, you think of, like, huge, giant elephants. But the only elephant Pokemon that we really have is Donphan and Phanpy. And those guys are, like, the size of dogs. Think of it. That'd be so cool. If you could have, like, dogs as if you could have dogs as pets, guys, oh my gosh, would you think of a world with dogs as pets? That's crazy. No, if you could have elephants as pets, like, imagine, like, a miniature elephant. Oh my gosh, that would be so awesome. I want a miniature elephant. That's so crazy. Anyway, so yeah, if only Pokemon were real. So yeah, it's giving me kind of this Donphan kind of vibe. So I'm gonna say it's a pure ground type, although maybe, I don't know, maybe it's gonna be like a fighting type, because of course Hercules in Greek mythology, he's like a fighter, he's like really strong and stuff, so maybe like ground fighting or something. Anyway, moving on to the next one, let's do, also, before I move on, I have Longness in here. I know I did Longness this last video, but a lot of people in the comment section were getting so mad because I said Longness was the Steel Dragon type, and apparently, well, I know, in the anime, Longness is always depicted with ice, so they're like, why didn't you make it an ice type? Well, I mean, like, that's true. I mean, I should have probably said something about that, but I just made it Steel Dragon because, like, a Pokemon can only have 2 types, and, I mean, if it had a 3rd type, it would obviously be ice, but for 2 types, come on, Steel Dragon, Longness is way more Steel Dragon than it is, like, Dragon Ice. Like, come on, guys. Anyway, moving on to the next one, we have Vice Leopard. Now, to me, Vice Leopard, it's giving me kind of these ice vibes. I think it's just because there's, like, blue and white on it. It's giving me kind of these ice vibes. So, yeah, I'm gonna say it's an ice type. But at the same time, I'm not really sure what other type it could be. Again, Ice Steel maybe because of the metal on it, but that's just unoriginal. So I'm gonna have to say, guys, leave in the comments below what you think Vice Leopard is. Ice. I'm just gonna say it's pure ice for now. Probably, maybe like ice water, maybe something like that. Anyways, yeah, moving on to the next one. I'm not too sure about that. Why do we have Unicorn in here? We have Unlock Unicorn in the pile. Alright, I'll give Unlock Unicorn a type. Unlock Unicorn, I mean, it's obviously a fairy type. I'm just gonna say it's pure fairy because it's a unicorn. Wait, do we have any unicorn Pokemon? Yeah, we have Rapidash. Why is Rapidash not a fairy type? It's a freaking unicorn. That thing should be a fairy type right there. Rapidash should totally be a fire fairy. That is actually a sick type combination. Do we have a fire fairy? I feel like we totally do have a fire fairy. If we don't have a fire fairy, that's just wrong. You guys can leave in the comment section what the fire fairy is. I'm like almost positive we have one. I just can't think right now. Anyway, so yeah, Rapidash should totally be a fire fairy. It's a freaking unicorn. Anyway, so a fire unicorn. Oh my gosh, Takara told me you gotta take hints from Pokemon. You gotta make fire unicorn. Yo, you gotta make an unlock. As much as I hate Unlock Unicorno, like Unicorn. Did I say Unicorn? Unlock Unicorn. Unicorno in the Metal Fight series. I loved Unicorno in the Metal Fight series. I feel like Unlock Unicorn just doesn't do it justice. But it wouldn't be like so awesome if like Unlock Unicorn got an evolution to Cho-Z and they just like lit their unicorn on fire. That would be crazy. Guys, if you want anything to be cooler, light it on fire. Like, you have a dog, light him on fire. That would actually, don't let your dogs on fire. That's a bad idea. Okay, moving on to the next one. We got 3 Beyblades left. Actually, did I do Killer Death Scyther last time? I feel like I did Killer Death Scyther last time, but I guess I'll do it again. It's, I would say Killer Death Scyther is a dark ghost type. Definitely giving me the dark ghost type kind of vibes. Kind of like a Gengar kind of, Gengar's not a dark ghost. Gengar's like dark poison. Who's a dark ghost? Sableye a dark ghost, and like there's another one. Spiritomb's a dark ghost. So yeah, it's definitely giving me some dark vibes because of all the darkness going on. I mean, but its evolution was literally called Dark Death Scyther. So if I didn't say it was a dark type, he would get so mad. And ghost type just because it's giving me some kind of ghostly vibes. Like, it's dark on this side, like it's really black and dark on this side, but on here it's kind of misty, kind of spooky, so that's where I'm getting the ghost vibes from. So yeah, Killer Death Scyther, probably a dark ghost type. Moving on, we got 2 more Beyblades left. We have Excalibur, and then we have Revive Phoenix. Which one should we do next? Let's do Excalibur next. Now, Excalibur, to me, I always feel like Excalibur gives me this kind of like electric kind of vibes, like it's always like giving off lightning, like, you know, when it always goes into like its impact, like triple impact or double impact or quad or fourth impact or fifth impact. Why are there so many impacts? I'm pretty sure there was like a 1 impact too. Anyway, so yeah, when it goes into its impact, it always has like lightning going towards it, so I think it's a lightning, or it's an electric type. And also, isn't lightning like blue or something? There's a lot of blue going on, so definitely. And also, it's a sword, so like, I know I said I wouldn't give the Cho-Z's like steel types, but like, it's a sword, you gotta give it a steel type. Like, look at it, it has a giant metal sword. Excaliburs are known for just being swords, and swords are usually made out of metal. If your sword isn't made out of metal, then you're doing something wrong, because imagine if like someone comes up with a metal sword, and then on the other hand you got someone with like a foam sword. Who do you think's gonna win the battle? Obviously the guy with the foam sword, but yeah, I definitely think Excalibur is gonna be like, Steel Electric? I'm feeling Steel Electric, but if you guys, I mean, at the same time, if you're not getting electric vibes from it, you're probably getting fire vibes from it, so maybe, like, Steel Fire. And if you're not getting fire or electric vibes from it, maybe, like, Steel Fighting, because, like, swords are used for fighting or something. I could totally see it being a fighting type. Alright, so final type, I'm gonna say it's Steel Fighting. I'm gonna say Steel Fighting is the final type. Leave in the comment section what you think the final type should be. And moving on to the last one, we have Revive Phoenix. Now this one is kinda easy. Obviously, it's a Phoenix. So, it's gonna be fire, because phoenixes have fire on them, and it's gonna be flying, because phoenixes have wings. I mean, we basically already have, like, a phoenix Pokemon in Pokemon already, don't we? We actually have two. We have, like, Moltres, and then we have Moltres and Ho-Oh. I feel like there's another Phoenix. I mean, they should totally release, like, a Phoenix starter. That would be crazy. Imagine, like, you start the journey with, like, a Phoenix as a starter. I mean, is Charizard? Charizard's kind of a Phoenix, I guess. It's the fire flying, it has wings, and it's on fire, so does that count as a Phoenix? I guess that's the Phoenix starter. Anyway, so yeah, that's giving Beyblades Pokemon types the second version. If you want to see another one of these in the near future with all the new Z-Bays, leave a like and have a nice day. See you guys later. Left burst out. Adios. Leave a like. Why am I still recording? Bye bye.